If her appearance is doing the talking for you, then your mind already clocked out. That's not an insult, that's a diagnosis. Because the moment visuals take command, thought retreats. And when thought retreats, decisions get sloppy. Sloppy decisions don't just cost pride, they cost time, leverage, money, peace, and direction. This is how men drift instead of move. This is how they get steered instead of steering. Here's the cold truth. Appearance is the loudest signal in the room, but it's the least reliable. It's designed to hit first, not last. It hijacks instinct before judgment even wakes up. That's biology. That's wiring. Anyone who understands that can influence outcomes without saying a word. And if you don't understand it, you'll call it chemistry, fate, or luck while your position quietly erodes. When appearance leads, behavior follows. You lean in. You soften. You speed up. You explain. You compromise. You start giving benefit of the doubt before doubt even exists. That's not kindness, that's negligence. Negligence of your own standards. And standards are the only thing separating a man who chooses from a man who gets chosen for. Look around. Most men don't lose because someone outplayed them. They lose because they volunteered leverage. They offered attention without assessment. They offered access without alignment. They offered energy without return. And the trigger? Visual stimulation. The look, the vibe, the presentation that says, trust me without earning it. Understand this. Appearance is a tool. Like any tool, it can build or it can cut. The mistake is thinking the tool equals the person. That confusion is expensive because when you respond to the tool instead of the intent behind it, you become predictable. Predictable men are easy to manage. If her appearance does the talking, ask yourself why your mind went quiet. Was it hunger? Loneliness? Boredom? Habit? A brain trained on constant stimulation doesn't pause at lunges. And lunging is the opposite of leadership. Leadership is restraint. Leadership is the ability to feel without obeying. But there's a difference between attraction and alignment. Attraction is chemical. Alignment is structural. Chemicals fade. Structures either hold or collapse. When men chase chemistry and ignore structure, they build on sand. Then they act surprised when the ground shifts. Here's how the trap works. The visual signal creates urgency. Urgency compresses time. Compressed time kills discernment. Discernment is what notices patterns. Without it, you judge based on moments. Moments liechtenstein. Patterns tell the truth. Patterns are boring to men addicted to stimulation. Patterns don't excite. They reveal. And what they reveal isn't always flattering. So the mind avoids them and stays focused on what feels good right now. That's how men miss red flags dressed in beauty. That's how they excuse inconsistency because the presentation is strong. If peace leaves the room but attraction spikes, pay attention. If clarity disappears but intensity increases, pay attention. If you feel pulled but not grounded, pay attention. Your body is reacting, but your mind needs to catch up and take control. A disciplined man doesn't demonize beauty. He doesn't pretend he's immune. He simply refuses to be ruled by it. He keeps pace slow. He keeps standards visible. He keeps his life full so attention doesn't feel like oxygen. Men with empty schedules chase. Men with direction evaluate. Let's talk about evaluation. Evaluation means watching how someone handles boundaries. Do they respect pace? Do they respond to restraint with stability or with pressure? Do they bring peace or drama when they don't get immediate access? These reactions tell you everything you need to know, and you won't see them if you're already invested because the appearance hooked you. Investment before verification is the oldest mistake in the book. It's the reason men feel played later. No one played you. You ignored the process. You skipped the vetting because the visuals felt convincing. Convincing is not trustworthy. Consistent is. Now let's get tactical and stop bullshitting. Slow your responses. Speed reveals hunger. Hunger invites testing. Testing escalates when there are no consequences. Limit access early. Access is value. Value given freely is treated cheaply. Observe behavior when you don't comply. That's when intention leaks. Don't narrate your feelings. Silence creates space. Space reveals truth. Keep your routine sacred. Training, Work, sleep, these stabilize your nervous system so you don't make decisions from impulse. Cut back on artificial stimulation. Porn, endless scrolling, constant novelty, they rewire your brain to chase images instead of substance. That's not moral talk. That's mechanics. A brain trained on images will fall for images that if your body reacts before your mind, you're already behind. Get your body under discipline and your mind will follow. Weak regulation equals weak judgment. Here's the part men don't like to hear. If you're constantly captivated by appearance, you haven't built enough in your own life. When your life is solid, visuals don't hypnotize you, appreciate them, and move on. Scarcity makes beauty loud. Abundance makes it contextual. Context is power. Context means nothing exists in isolation. A look doesn't outweigh behavior. A vibe doesn't outweigh consistency. Attraction doesn't outweigh peace. That a man who knows this walks differently. He listens more than he speaks. He doesn't rush intimacy. He doesn't negotiate boundaries. He doesn't reward confusion. He doesn't chase clarity from someone who benefits from keeping things vague. And when things don't align, he exits clean. No drama. No speeches. No resentment. Just distance. Distance is not punishment. Distance is information. Let's talk about manipulation without pretending it's always malicious. Influence exists everywhere. Some people use it consciously, some unconsciously. Your job isn't to judge motives. Your job is to protect your position. If you can't say no, you don't have a position. If her appearance is doing the talking, you stop thinking, start again. Thinking doesn't mean overanalyzing. It means grounding decisions in behavior over time. It means not letting your nervous system run the show. It means choosing long-term stability over short-term excitement. This isn't about control over anyone else. It's about command over yourself. That's the only control that matters. Men who master that don't get dragged into chaos. Chaos comes to them and gets ignored. You want to build respect? Respect yourself first. You want peace? Protect it aggressively. You want power? Stop giving it away to things that look good but don't add value. This is how wolf-minded men move. Calm, observant, unrushed, unimpressed by surface, locked onto substance. They don't need to announce standards. Their behavior enforces them that if this message hit you, don't let it fade. Apply it. Tighten your life. Sharpen your discipline. Clean your inputs. Raise your standards. And if you're serious about becoming that kind of man, support the mission. Like the video. Share it with someone who needs a wake-up call. Subscribe to Primal Honor and stay connected. This isn't content for comfort. It's conditioning for command. Remember this and carry it forward. When appearance talks, silence it with thought. When instinct pulls, anchor with discipline. When the world tries to lead you by the eyes, take control with the mind. That's honor. That's power.